All right, welcome back. Here we are. That was a quick switch, right? Getting those turnaround times down. I'm here with our next guest of honor, HelpingHans. What's up, HelpingHans? How you doing, man?
Hey, Amy, how are you? I'm feeling very good today.
All right, we are about to see some hot KO2 action. What'd you think of the interview with Greg? Was it nice to
Oh,
see
it
him
was
again?
awesome. Yeah, it was nice to see you guys chatting and being very informative on some subjects and stuff about the Warbird, especially. I'm looking forward to that, especially to see what White Flash has got to come up with.
Yeah, they're in there mapping, and Uncle Sam has already. I think he upgraded Bois du Châtelet, which was, of course, last season's custom map that everybody played on. He's gone and converted it and upgraded it, or he's in the process of doing so for Company of Heroes 2. But tonight, let's refocus. Is all about Sunday Night Fight Season 5. This is our second episode. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Tonight, we have a best of 5 between who could be arguably called, no offense to you, Hans, the two best players in the game at the moment. We had a first open qualifier tournament. Some players couldn't make it, so it's not 100% sure. Maybe we'll see them in the future qualifying tournaments. But these two guys were the last two men standing at the end of our first quali. So I would like to bring everybody into the brackets view. Here we go. We're seeing now on the stream the entire first quali tournament and all of the players that fought their way, battled through best of threes. Now we can zoom in a little bit and maybe get a better read on all the names. You can see AndyisRIPPIN had to go through his clanmate Barton and then defeat OMG Pop in a tough 3-game series. xHoLyHammerx just kind of raged through people. He had to go through Vindicare X, who they must have played in Dawn of War. I think I don't know yet, but maybe if Hammer wins this, we can get a little interview with him and ask about was there a rivalry between him and Vindicare X in Dawn of War 2? And so they had to knock each other out, and xHoLyHammerx was the last man standing on that side of the bracket. Let's see. I've got their player cards too. We can have a quick look at those. Hans, were you able to catch any of the games of the first tournament?
I think I watched a bit of the few of the last games. They were pretty good, yeah, especially against OMG Pop and on Semoir. That was a pretty close one.
Game 1 and Game 3 were excellent in my opinion. I really loved Game 1. I was hooting and hollering. It went back and forth, and you really had no idea who was going to win until the end. I'm looking now at AndyisRIPPIN's fight card, and he is a multiplayer beast. I mean, I just noticed now that not only is he 4th as Soviets in 1v1, and first as Oster. You and he are kind of battling for that number 1 spot.
Yeah,
as
we
are. I mean, how's that work? Do you kind of ladder back and forth and trade spots?
Yeah, I've managed to get my first place position back second time, but now he's taking it back because I've been busy working recently. So hopefully tomorrow I might play a few more games and get that back.
Oh, you're after him. I like it. Well, I think after this bout, he has to do a stint. He's in the military, so I think he's going to be away for a week or something. So you'll have time to get in there. Hans, if you could just bring your mic down a little bit, I think it would make you a bit louder if it's a bit closer to your mouth. There you go. Great. Now we're going to move over to xHoLyHammerx's fight card, and this guy is like all business, right? He doesn't even mess around in the other modes. Check him out. He's 5th as Soviets 1v1 and 3rd as Austria 1v1, and he doesn't play any other mode. He just pounds 1v1. He's fearsome. Have you fought him?
xHoLyHammerx, yeah, I've played him a few times, and recent times it's been kind of even between me and him. I think I might have just be one ahead on him in our tally of win-to-loss ratio, but he is a good player, and every time I face him in a match, it was always a real challenge to face.
All right, I'm just going to ask General Hell really quickly how the vetoes went. If he could just copy them into my Steam chat. I don't know if I can find them right now. Let me see if I can remember. Basically, all you need to know is xHoLyHammerx started the veto process, and he vetoed Road to Kharkov. And then the two players traded off vetoing winter maps. So we basically are not going to see any winter maps. They got, Langrskaya winter out of the way, Kolodny winter. And then I was a bit surprised. AndyisRIPPIN vetoed Samosky winter, which I think is a really fun map and a great map and really balanced. And I love casting games on it, but he vetoed it. So the maps that were left standing in our first veto process are these. We're going to start on Samosky. So it's going to be Samosky Summer for games 1 and 2.
Samosky.
And for 3 and 4, we're moving over to Langrskaya, a traditional competition map. And then if there is an ace game, if there's a final 5th game, it's going to be on Kolodny Ferma, the sort of brand new 1v1 Company of Heroes 2. That map to me screams KO2 more than any other map.
It does. Do you find that it's like the Ango 1 of KO2?
I don't know. I'm
it
hoping,
feels like that to me.
I'm hoping Angoville comes as well. I mean, we know Rails and Metal is coming. Did you play on it?
Rails and Metal? No, I haven't yet played on it. I'm looking forward to playing it with Lucky Strike in 2v2 soon. So that's going to be fun.
All right, cool. Well, let's go in game. I bet everybody's itching. Sorry for taking so long, but here we go. We're going to get it started. I hope that the games will deliver everything you guys have been thirsty for. All right, here we go. Oh, shoot, my overlays. All right, I got to get the player names up real quick. Bear with me 2 seconds. Hansy, tell a story.
I can't think of anything. All right, well.
Tell us about Vancouver. Did you get
Vancouver?
A chance to talk to Greg?
Yes. I didn't really get a chance to have a 1v1, a conversation with Greg in Vancouver, but we had everybody who went there. We all had an amazing time. The Relic guys were just legendary, and they were just the best. They put themselves out there for us, and and I don't think any other gaming company has even done that for many others. So.
All right. Well, we're set up now. I think I have it. Let's just double check. Ding. Here we go. Sunday Night Fights time. AndyisRIPPIN playing the Soviets, and I will be following him, Hands. If you will go follow xHoLyHammerx. I've got the colors wrong. I've almost got it. Sorry, guys. Don't kill me. A lot to handle tonight, but hey, at least I noticed, right? All right, there we go. The colors are now correct. I'm paused at 5 seconds. Hansy, ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. We're going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go.
Right. Well,
so
do you want to go first?
I don't know. Well, we did mic checks earlier, and so maybe you could introduce our extra special feature that's provided by Jan252 today. I will highlight it with the mouse. Look at
guys,
this.
If you look at the bottom overlay, you will see 2 lovely resource tabs there. They are beautiful. Do you like that?
How about that, viewers? You ask, and we respond. That is credit to Jan252. We see some Grens coming out. It's the Ask Grens.
Yeah. We have Assault Grens. The Doctrine's already picked. It's the mechanized support.
Do you play this Doctrine?
I haven't played it recently, but I have played it in the past, and it is very good. The Assault Grens are one of the most lethal early game units. However, going into late game, they aren't as strong. But early game, they are very formidable.
All right. Well, AndyisRIPPIN is coming around the south. Nothing particularly different from him. We have a 2 conscript opening. xHoLyHammerx, it's interesting. He's rushed to both fuels to start raising them without being concerned about connecting them yet. What do you think of that?
I think it's a good idea because if you got both fuels under control, you could dictating the tech of the game. And you definitely know that your opponent's not got any fuel income at the moment, so it's quite a wise idea. But he will want to connect them as soon as possible.
All right, well, the first shots are fired out in this contender bout number 1. You can see Andy backs to the edge of the corner to get the flag raised, and the Grens are going to close in and just rush forward.
Andy Urad, his second squad, is coming up to back up the first.
Catch up. Yeah, here they come. Uh-oh. xHoLyHammerx saw them and didn't like the looks of things. He might go re-garrison that house.
A wise decision. He's not going to be able to win that fight.
All right, it does look like he will be able to connect the southern fuel. What AndyisRIPPIN showed us last week against OMG Pop is that he has an amazing capacity to harass the map. You can see these combat engineers on the far right corner trying to get that ammo flag up. And there you go, they've raised it. It's another little skirmish here in the north. These guys are walking around each other. In the center, got some conscripts.
Pioneers in the house there.
That's what xHoLyHammerx showed us, really. I mean, if the two defining characteristics of these guys last week, I would say xHoLyHammerx, it was his control of buildings. And for AndyisRIPPIN, it was his ability to harass the map. So let's see how those characteristics come up against one another as they butt heads here in this first game.
Check out the VP on the right. Pioneer squad versus an engineer squad. Who's going to win? Place your bets.
Oh, it's too close to call. Look at these guys. Oh, their health is so similar, but we have a 2-on-1 now, and xHoLyHammerx is forced to retreat to save the squad. Chalk one up for AndyisRIPPIN.
He's got 2 Grens now. Tier 1 is up for xHoLyHammerx, and he's got the 2 Grenadiers out now. Just normal standard Grenadiers, not Grens anymore.
All right, well, he is hopping from building to building in the center, and AndyisRIPPIN, he's just moving. I like this. You know, these two styles, they sort of play perfectly. They're not symmetrical, but they contrast really nicely because xHoLyHammerx just jumping in and out of buildings, so he's a little less mobile, but he has more control. And AndyisRIPPIN is just going all over the place, whiting points, constantly moving. Every squad is on the move. Here he hops into a house. Whites the point, hops into a house. There haven't been any, besides that engineer fight, there haven't been any really deadly engagements yet. It's mostly been jockeying for position.
Andy's been putting some mines down the right. There's one by the VP entrance by the little stone wall, and he's putting another one down by that strategic point just across by the river. So.
All right, well, this is important. xHoLyHammerx is moving for a cutoff of the entire left-hand side. I can show you the map. It's starting to flash now. This whole area now, the resources are not coming in for AndyisRIPPIN, and he will endeavor to re-raise that flag as quickly as he can. This squad is kind of in the middle of things. It's good to perceive, you know, engineers in a house, okay, you can't get them out, but you also don't need to worry too much about them. You can walk right by them and you'll be fine. So you have to constantly be aware. Where was that? Where was it?
On the right, the cutoff, the German cutoff.
Okay, all right. These Grens are trying to hold that cutoff point for as long as they can. Look at Andy. He's just everywhere. Look, he's up here too, man. I can't keep up with him. I cannot keep up with him.
How many conscripts does he have?
He's got 5.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Yeah. Flame of Pioneers dueling with 2 conscripts in the center. Conscript squad's getting very low, but the engineers are, the Pioneers are low as well.
They're getting in the house. Another Molotov launched. First stripe of vet for these conscripts by that cutoff point. Let's see how these flamers are going to do. You know, it's 2-on-6. Yeah, that's an expensive upgrade. Oh, they're down to 1 man. Let's see.
They're going to get out of there?
Andy, get lucky and pick them off on retreat. No, I don't think he will. They will be able to reinforce. That's an expensive upgrade. Again, Andy harassing the top fuel. You know, we saw this game start with xHoLyHammerx on both fuels, so that obviously he's concerned with fuel. Now Peter Kumse, Relic Balance designer, always says that for Wehrmacht, he likes to go for the munitions first. What do you think about that?
Munitions as Ostia, I think that's probably a good idea as well, because, you know, more upgrades for LMGs, you know, more mines and anything you might want to put down. So it depends on what your play style is. If you like to play with, like, you know, adding mines, kind of supportive kind of play, then yeah, that's a good idea. But if you want to go fast tech, get a quick vehicle out, you might want to go for the fuel instead. It just depends on your play style, really.
All right, well, both of these guys have been so focused on the fighting and the jockeying for position around this map that we're 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, and we haven't seen much tech from anybody. Just now is AndyisRIPPIN putting up his tier 1. He's almost fully upgraded the conscript. He's got the triage medics in his base. xHoLyHammerx nicely gets out of the way of that flame nade, and he's going to try to see if he can hold this cutoff, but AndyisRIPPIN's got 2 squads coming out to fight for it.
An MG42 is going in the church. He's jumping back into that flame house. house is on fire.
Now twice.
And on again.
Oh, man,
God.
oh no, that Gren squad. They took so much damage so quickly. I mean, you're right, the house was already burning, and then Andy chucked another nade in. All right, well, so you spot this MG in the church. You know, it's like the classic, like, Company of Heroes 1 beta move from 2006, right? MG in the church, put a little sniper in the spire. With what you've got, AndyisRIPPIN, how do you counter that?
That's the last one.
How are you gonna avoid it? Are you gonna try to dig it out?
Well, if he's going to sit there, there's not many resources in the center, so I'm just going to let him sit there and cap around the fringes, which is what Andy is doing. He's sending both his conscripts. He's just going to avoid the center, sending his conscripts to the north, and try and protect his fuel that he's got. So, and then if you want to grab, then eventually take back the center, you'd want to be flanking it from 2 different directions, or be using like a mortar or something else that you can, you know, you don't want to be going on it head on, because otherwise you're just going to get mowed down by that MG42.
Wow, some Pyos just managed to beat some conscripts up in the north. These 2 squads, I love how they're sneaking around.
Look at them, they go around the back. That's
they totally
excellent
snuck around that MG entirely. I mean, if I'm HoLyHammer, I'm getting that MG out of the church and I'm repointing it. But he seems to be satisfied with just letting it sit there.
Ooh, he's getting out now.
Is he?
A lot of
All
stuff
right.
going on in that house on the Grens again.
Okay, he's coming back. He didn't know that this was happening until he was just made aware of it. And look at these Grens taking damage from the heat in this house. They might not want to retreat.
Also, Grens hit a mine, and they're retreating. They die on retreat there.
Okay, HoLyHammer's super smart to not retreat them because they would probably die. He's just trying to move them into a safe area. Really nice tactics. As his Grens come up to try to get rid of these rascally conscripts. The Flamer Pioneers are there now. Another Molotov in against the MG, takes a lot of damage but only loses 1 model. And now finally that Gren gets to retreat.
MG's got out and repositioned, opening up on those conscripts. If he moves from that position, he's going to get suppressed, but he's just going to retreat out of there, which is probably the best thing to do.
Thanks to Jan 252, I can see that the Krauts are floating almost 570 manpower. What's coming?
He might be getting the mechanized assault group, but he hasn't. He's decided to tech tier 2, so that is in research at the moment.
I have a T70 halfway built.
Oh, he is going to be. He's going to. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how HoLyHammer's going to be able to counter this with just Grens. He's still got to build tier 2 and then produce a pack or some form of AT carrying wielding unit. Unless he puts it down a lucky teller, I don't know how he's going to be able to counter this effectively.
He doesn't have any mines down that I've seen so far. All right, the T70's out. It's on its way. Now, units in buildings, do you just drive by them, or I mean, because you're kind of losing the ticks on the clock if you sit around and shoot at them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea because it normally takes a while for a vehicle to kill something in a building. So I would go try and track down the units which are vulnerable on their own. Like those Pioneer squad on the left. And it looks like Andy's just noticed that because it's just flashed up on his mini-map because it's been capped. The munitions point has been capped. So he's going to send that T70 over there. And that's a very risky decision now by HoLyHammer to go over there. He's probably going to lose that entire Pioneer squad and retreat.
Let's see. These players are excellent at chasing down retreating units that have been sort of ganked. Let's see if he's able to eliminate this Pioneer, and I think you're right. I think he's got him. Checkmated. There it is. Squad annihilated. That might be the first one to go down in this game.
Yep. Looks like some Grens are going to fight this T70. No, they're going to get out of their wire position. They're not going to be able to beat that. And now it looks like AndyisRIPPIN is taking control of the center. He's pushing up, and he's probably going to go for the for HoLyHammer's cutoff. However, HoLyHammer, yes, he's put his MG42 covering that point, which is a good play there.
All right,
and he's suppressing those conscripts.
Andy spent some fuel. I was wondering where all his fuel went. He's actually upgrading to AT nades. I guess he'd rather be prepared. But, he could have put a lot more pressure on by maybe cranking out another T70 or waiting for a T34. I find it interesting. I guess, does he really think that HoLyHammer can afford T4 maybe? Or up
he has got tier 3 up.
Yeah, what is he worried about?
Up.
I think it's just safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry in this situation.
It's very good, yeah.
Might as well just grab him while you can, right? I mean, you're going to get him eventually, so. Might as well just grab them.
Because you're in a final as well, you don't really want to play it. You don't want to play too aggressively. You kind of want to play it safe if you can. And it is a wise decision because he's got the T70 out. He's made it, count. He's got all the territory. He's got the centre back. He's got both fuel points. So now he thinks, all right, what can screw me over now? Probably a vehicle. I'm all right. I'm set for anti-infantry, so I'm probably going to get something to counter a vehicle now. So and that's what he's done by getting AT grenades.
All right, HoLyHammerx trying to come back onto the map, and he is going to run headfirst into the sniper team. They pick off one of those MG guys, and the conscripts go hop in the house, and it's going to be difficult for...
Pop a grenade on the house.
Oh, yeah. It just spreads the damage around, doesn't do so good. The T70's over.
Another rifle grenade. Oh my god, that conscript squad. One man.
Okay, I heard the Faust go off in the north. I didn't get to show it, but I heard it. I was more concerned with seeing how this poor conscript squad fares. The sniper team's down to one man.
Conscript squad was lucky to get out of there.
One
Stuck
woman.
3 is now been produced.
Look at Andy's walking dangerously close. Wow, he won't even get as far enough to run into those mines because between the T70 and the sniper. Look at this. I don't think HoLyHammerx is going to make it out of his base. Look at these conscripts. They've got the flank. They're laying in the Molotov, and off goes that MG. HoLyHammerx was not able. Here we go. New unit on the field. The Stug. With a very beautiful skin that I haven't seen much of. Nice looking Stug.
That's pretty nice. I think that's the latest skin. Now, I don't know why HoLyHammerx has decided to make the same mistake that he did earlier with the Pioneer Squad. He's gone over to the left with his Grens to cap the munitions point, but he's behind enemy lines, and if the T-70 comes over, he's going to get killed and retreat. And I probably could put money down on it dying on this retreat path right now, so...
All right, well, Andy had time to fully repair the Faust that he took. And now HoLyHammerx has learned. Okay, well, he was able to wipe the point, I mean, that was kind of what he wanted to do. But yeah, you're right. He might lose the squad. And look how beautifully AndyisRIPPIN is using that reverse tool to back that tank and fire away with his main gun. Uh-oh, is he going to let him off the hook, or is he going to chase him? Here we go. I also want to see how this Stug's doing. Did he? Oh, wow. I guess the Grens took the mine. So, all right, and that squad died, yeah? The T-70 killed the Gren squad. There's the last man.
There's 4 Grens crawling on the ground in the center VP. Did they all hit one mine and die?
They did. They hit the mine and died. And, the only saving grace is that the Stug didn't get the mine, but losing the Gren squad is pretty bad. And there's another one waiting for him right here.
What is that on the top there? There's
He laid a demo.
Oh, it's a demo.
Yeah, we saw that from him last week. He got some OMG Pops Grens to die with demos in different buildings and special spots. I like that these guys are sort of using all the aspects of the game, all the abilities, using the various tiers. You can see a mortar coming out from HoLyHammerx. And Kanzi, this is about the stage of the game where it just really gets great. They've both got significantly sized armies, and the fighting just gets tactical. I love it.
Yeah, it's very serious now. He's getting loads of units in there, lobbing Molotovs, MG's repositioning, Stug's backing away, T-70's moving forward. Mortars are now firing from HoLyHammerx. I don't know where to fire on. That conscript squad may come around and lob an AT grenade at that Stug, which he does.
And was that what that was? We got a damaged engine on the Stug, so that must have been an AT nade.
Yeah, the Stug managed to get one nice shot off on the T-70, which is now at half health. It's going to back away. Probably going to reposition to the north and help repel those Grens on that.
Now these conscripts are double bet. Soon they're gonna be ready to lob the next nade in. It's just about recharged. 1 second, here we go. The second one's coming.
I think he might. Choosing not to do that.
Oh, he's just gonna get out of there. Okay. Sniper capped the point. Nice. T-70's up here guarding the north.
He's got 2 now. AndyisRIPPIN has got 2 sniper teams now.
Yes, that was his latest build. All right, well, these Pios would like to be repairing that Stug, but they're over here fighting these double-vet conscripts, and that's a rough fight.
Oh, that's a nasty Molotov. Oh,
both
lucky
squads
they didn't
retreat.
get RNG critted there and all die. That could have happened at that low health, but the RNG was with them.
All right, well, how many pilots do you have? Is that your only pile squad?
Yes, it's his only Pioneer squad. If you lost that, that would be serious because you're going to have to rebuild it to get that Stug.
It's going to be a while before he gets the engine repaired. So the T-70 is nicely kiting these Grens. Doesn't want to get fousted. He's already at half health, and the Grens just bug out.
Surprised that Andy is not giving chase. He probably could have even killed a couple more. Maybe not even, probably not killed the whole squad, but maybe killed 1 or 2 more, which is what you want to do. Just to make as, inflict as much manpower bleed and damage as possible.
He could have been surprised by a well-positioned pack or, another Faust. I mean, that T-70's hurt, so I can understand not going kind of aggro-aggressive with it. These guys are wonderful at preserving their units. I think that's one of the hardest things to do in Company of Heroes. And these guys do it brilliantly.
Well, nicely dodged there by xHoLyHammerx. Gren fighting a conscript down there near the fuel point. Snipers coming around the side, though, around the side of the house. Going to take 2 shots at those Grens, and they're going to have to bug out.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be nasty. Here they come. Pop, pop.
Oh, second shot misses. Fortunate.
Taking indirect fire.
Andy's map control, once again, looking pretty strong, but xHoLyHammerx still got a huge army. Quick time sync. I'm at 18 minutes and 37, 38, 39, 40. You right with me?
Yep, I'm with you, yep.
Excellent.
Shoot back, comrades!
So one thing we didn't really see last week is OMG Pop field an effective counter to AndyisRIPPIN snipers. What options does Wehrmacht have, and what might we see xHoLyHammerx do to try to deal with these 2 sniper squads?
2 snipers. Well, the cheap counter to Russian snipers is obviously the scout car, which you can rush in there quickly, and then with 1 burst you can kill a whole sniper team. However, with a good player like Andy would keep his snipers near to a conscript sword. So if that was to happen, he could lob an AT grenade on it and get his snipers out of there.
Andy has got an Su-85 on the way. That will provide a wonderful counter to the Stug that's just camping the center of the map. Ooh, the mortar almost got a lucky shot on the sniper position.
Oh, it did?
Oh, there's a great shot.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
a luck. That's a huge, huge, huge shot. It's so difficult. People say, all right, a good possible counter, a risky one to snipers is this mortar team, but you got to get that lucky shot, and Hansy, we just saw it happen.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And also the mortar did kill one of his own guys there.
100 points remaining.
He's got to be careful with firing.
Oh, I think he'd take that trade any day.
Yeah. Stug is in kind of a bad position. He needs to get line of sight on that T-70, but he just can't manage it with a church in the way. Su-85 is now by the bridge cutoff.
Have you seen it? Can you turn on your fog of war right now and tell us what xHoLyHammerx sees?
Yeah, he can't see the Su-85 at the moment. Don't know. He can't see either of the vehicles at the moment.
All right, well,
He
you
now
know
sees the
that
sniper
these
team.
conscripts, their one mission in life is to throw an 18-8 on that Stug so that then he could reveal his Su-85 and come in and try to finish it off. But they were not able to get the task done. They were not able to
He
get
now
close
sees
enough.
both tanks.
Beautiful
That's great.
snare from the flare from the snipers to provide line of sight. Let me just turn my fog of war on. You can see how that flare gives vision all across the middle of Samosky. And this Su-85, he's just fully aware of the Stug that's on the other side of his hedgerow and wants to get a piece of it.
Comes another Molotov, maybe. Oh, it's a Katyusha coming in.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Doesn't
I'm
hit
looking
anything
at
on the
the
first
damage.
barrage.
I'm looking at the damage coming in. The Katyusha's firing. Ooh, that Stug is so nicely positioned behind the hedgerow. The Katyusha rockets can't get an angle on it. And I think that xHoLyHammerx dodged the first barrage successfully. It's becoming a very difficult fight. These are the types of fights where that mortar makes a massive difference.
Oh, nice hit from Stug.
Yeah,
Oh,
huge
has
side hit on
makes
the
them like it.
T-70.
That T-70 is going to go down.
And the foul, one more shot from the Stug. Oh, but will he get it?
He should be.
He's targeting the conscripts. He needs to finish off that T-70.
see it. HoLyHammerx can still see the T-70. He needs to get in there and take one more shot.
He's afraid of the S-85. If he puts his nose out there, he gets the kill shot, and he backs out without even taking a shot from the Su-85. Brilliantly played by HoLyHammerx, and he's got his friends coming in here just to keep an eye on that big beast, and they'll retreat when they're down to one man. So a nice kill of the T-70 by HoLyHammerx, but man, this mortar's getting its work in. This mortar's picking off guys during this entire fight.
Yeah, one lucky shot could kill that entire double back conscript squad now. Oh, that was pretty close. Another Katyusha barrage coming in.
What is happening
But
here?
it did damage this time.
These guys are they laying a demo right on this building? Oh my goodness! Katyusha coming in. We got a demo on this house. When's he gonna pull the trigger, I wonder? He'll probably wait till the squad gets in it. And there was a direct, what was that? Was that an Su-85? Main gun shell? It must have been. Did a lot of damage to the Stug.
Got in now. We now have a Panzer IV on the battlefield.
Wow, two new units pop in at the same time. It's a replacement T-70 and a Panzer IV. Oh, Hansy, we're getting our money's worth in game one.
Yeah, it's getting in this 23-minute mark. It's been passed. T-70. I think the choice to rebuild the T-70 is a good one because it's a great unit, especially on Samosky, to protect your flanks, just be harassing, be playing, just be a nuisance.
He's getting bold with it now, just pushing it right up. You know, what we haven't mentioned is that all of a sudden, HoLyHammerx is under immense
here we go.
pressure.
Right. P4 is going for it. He's going to try and
going
flank
for it. He knows he's got it. He's got
ability.
He
immobilized it.
Snipers. No! Snipers retreat. He does flank the Su-85, and the Stug still pounding away. He's got to do a slow rotate. It does not get a shot off, and the Stug, in combination with the P4, are able to kill the Su-85. Will HoLyHammerx be able to save those tanks and crawl his way back into this game?
We lost a Grenadier in the north. T7. I think it was a demo that finished it off.
This Katyusha could kill these tanks if it gets a nice shot.
HoLyHammerx is only down to 63 VPs.
He's really starving. This infantry's got to make it happen. The infantry that's coming on now has to, first he's got to retain this right VP, and then he's got to take the center VP. Although he does possess the northern VP at the moment, but I can't imagine he'll have that for much longer. All right, when is AndyisRIPPIN going to detonate this house? I'm so curious. Or does HoLyHammerx know that he did it? Because that was very suspicious, those NGs just behind that house. I mean, he did it right in front of everyone.
Stug is moving up. He's got to be very careful, though. Very low health.
That Stug is cool.
Oh! Demo just going off the side. Doesn't finish it. Kill the Stug.
Oh,
it misses.
With the demo.
Stug misses.
It's on solo health. The T-70 can maybe beat it now. Although, hard shot to the side. There's a retreating
One
infantry
AT
squad
grenade will kill it as well. Oh, the double vet MG is going to go down. He needs to back it. Stug, she's Vetsu and gets armored skirts. Both of these tanks are such low health. Will he be able to? The P4 doesn't get a shot on the T-70. Katyusha rockets are coming in. Might finish off the Stug. Conscript's going to lob an AT grenade at the Stug and maybe finish it off. They do. Oh no.
Oh, the Stug falls. The infantry's getting knocked out. And the pressure is still on. The left has been recapped by those engineers, and Andy is all over the center. He's got a squad on the right.
Another Su-85 is out. That's going to seal the deal.
Oh, man, I don't think HoLyHammerx can stop the drain. He's down to 46. Oh, and he's getting way too brave. And he knew it. He knew it. He knew that he couldn't stop it. He knew the P4 was about to die. And HoLyHammerx throws in the white towel and suffers the defeat in game one to AndyisRIPPIN with his Soviets. I'm going to take us to the Axis wins. Sorry, Allies wins. Here we go. All right, fight fans, that was a humdinger game one. Andy takes it, gonna chalk him one up on our scoreboard. We need a real quick break. We're gonna come back at you, and we've got so much more stuff coming tonight. I hope you stick around. We're just warming up. Be right back.